What's up guys, Quantrix02 here, and I'm here to talk about Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. Now, we all know that brand new information about Xenoverse 2 dropped at Anime Expo just a couple days ago, including a brand new demo that was only available at Anime Expo. But a lot of people were able to play it, and they had their were able to basically record gameplay and have their thoughts of what they think of the game so far, and which is cool. But there's a lot of other things I want to be addressed in this new game that we have not seen yet, but it seems like they are going on the right path with Xenoverse 2, seeing that they have addressed a couple of issues, including the fact that now you can transform into a Super Saiyan, a Super Saiyan 2 and a Super Saiyan 3 all in game, instead of having to pick different types of the same character at the menu. You can actually do that in game now while you're fighting. They're also doing the Time Patroller characters, or the custom characters, are able to transform into a Super Saiyan 3, which is huge. There have been huge just in-game aesthetics, like rocks floating while you're powering up, which is cool. New shield breaker moves, which is basically being able to break your opponent's guard, which really mixes up the combat and has your opponent having to really guess what you're going to do next. I really like that. We also saw a lot of brand new Dragon Ball characters who were making their Xenoverse debut from this demo, including Turles, Lord Slug, Janemba, Gogeta, future Gohan, who was already shown earlier, and a couple others. And I'm happy to see this because in Xenoverse 1, the roster wasn't really that big. Everything was really based around the story, which is okay, but I really thought they should have had more characters just to be playable outside of the story mode. So we didn't get a lot of characters in this game. People like 16, Zarbon and Dodoria, who are making their debut as well. Baby, none of those were really in the game, and hopefully they will be making their debut, which it seems like they will be this time, because a lot of those characters who were missing from the story are being included this time within the Xenoverse 2 story, which I am very excited about that. But even with a lot of that stuff being addressed so far, there's still a pretty good amount of things that I believe need to be addressed before Xenoverse 2 is launched, and hopefully they are working on these things. So I'm just going to give my list of things that I want to see in Xenoverse 2, things I want added and things that I want changed from the first game. So here we go. Number one, we just talked about it, and a lot of people are probably thinking the same thing, but I want to see more characters in this game. There needs to be way more characters in this game than Xenoverse 1. Now, this doesn't have to be on Tenkaichi 3 level, but I would like to see a couple more characters, and it seems like we're really getting that. It seems like all the movie villains are going to be in there. We're at Janemba, we got Lord Slug, we got Turles, or probably we may be seeing Garlic Jr. and Harudagon and all those guys in there as well. But I want to see some more obscure characters. So characters like, I feel like Dragon Ball is never really represented in these Dragon Ball games. We get Dragon Ball Z and we get GT a lot, but Dragon Ball's never really represented. I want to see guys like King Piccolo. I want to see Tao Pai Pai. I want to see Jackie Chan, aka Master Roshi. I want to see a lot of those guys in there, and I feel like those guys are very the Dragon Ball franchise doesn't really represent that those characters that much, and it's a shame because Dragon Ball, the original Dragon Ball, is so fun, and they have so many great characters in that show. And maybe because they can't fly, they don't put them in these games, because a lot of the game you're flying, and a lot of these guys don't fly. But how about, let's give them a jetpack like they did with Hercule back in the day. He had a jetpack in Xenoverse 1, right? So just do that with them. It'd be fine. Number 2, and I feel like this hasn't really been in the last couple of Dragon Ball games, and I mean, you guys correct me in the comments below if I'm wrong about this, but I don't think I've seen this since the Raging Blast series, and that is beam struggles. Please, can we get beam struggles in the game? That's always so fun to going back and forth with your good buddy. Your buddy's right beside you or online or whatever, and you guys happen to throw a Kamehameha wave or a Gallic gun at the exact same time and just see them two collide, and you just have to button mash to see who wins it. That has always been fun. I love that so much about the older games. Even going back to the original Budokai series, we just have to spin the analog stick like crazy. Oh man, those were good times with my friend. I got a lot of finger blisters from that, but man, was that fun, and I really would love to see that return in the series in some kind of way. Number 3, destructible environments. This is something that is just, I don't understand how this is missing from the series. This is all you see in Dragon Ball. This is all you really see, is seeing guys be thrown through buildings, thrown through rocks, just complete annihilation. And we didn't really get that in Xenoverse 1. But hopefully this gets addressed soon, but looking from the demo, I didn't see a lot of that. But maybe that we didn't see a city or anything like that yet. So we really didn't see like a city or like the plains where like they have the huge like rocks and stuff yet. So maybe that's in there. But looking at the trailer, not trailer, but the demo, I didn't see a lot of that. But I want to be able to punch my friend through freaking rocks, through buildings, with dust and everything. We're on our current gen systems are so powerful right now that should definitely be possible. That should be a possibility. If we got them in the PlayStation 2 games, then we gotta have them in games on PS4 and Xbox One. That's gotta happen. I want to see, like I said, I want to be able to punch my friend through a building, see the debris flying up in the air, see dust particles everywhere. I want to see all that, man. Like, come on, guys, we gotta get that in there. This one's kind of a nitpick, and it's really not that big of a deal, but I really loved it from the older games, and that is just seeing character interaction before the fight starts. I love seeing like characters like Krillin and 18, have put them together and they have like dialogue just for them. I love that. Goku and Vegeta, so on and so forth. They really need to put that back in the game, because it seems like really the match just starts. They do a little zoom in on the character and then the match starts, and that's it. There's no dialogue, and I don't even think there's a like ending dialogue in Xenoverse 1 as well, so they need to bring that back too. Number 5, and this one is one that really annoyed me a lot in Xenoverse 1, and it has to do with the clothing that you unlock, the capsules and all that for your created character. And you take all this time grinding through these levels over and over and over again just to get these parts. And you know what? I don't mind grinding. That's just something that's in RPGs and MMOs and all that. And once you get that part that you really want, it's really rewarding. But one thing they did not do, and I thought this was a part of the game because you've seen it in trailers and all that, and to a degree it was for some clothing. But being able to edit your outfit, and I'm not even talking about like just changing the material or anything like that. I know this isn't freaking, you know, WWE or anything like that kind of game, so I don't expect that. But being able to change the color of the outfits, like it seems like character specific parts like Trunks' jacket and Bardock's armor and you know, Frieza armor, whatever, like stuff like that, you were not able to edit and change the color. That's all I want, be able to change the color. If I want Trunks' jacket brown instead of blue, I should be able to do that to make my character feel more, you know, a distinctive. You know, I want him to feel more like he's my character and not just a guy with Trunks' jacket on, which is, in my opinion, stupid. You want these guys to be your character, so being able to just at least change the color would be huge. Now I know there were certain generic outfits that you were able to change, but there weren't even a lot of those in the game. So I hope that is one thing that is definitely addressed when it comes to the customization of your character in Xenoverse 2. Number 6, I want more customization when it comes to movesets for your created character. Now I know you were able to basically put whatever type of finishing move that you unlocked in the game on your character, which is really cool. You're able to put Super Saiyan, any other power-ups on your characters, the Z Souls and all that. But really when it came to your actual fighting style, whatever race or did you pick, like a Namekian, a Saiyan, a human, they had one distinct moveset for all those. Then there was one for the male and one for the female characters of each race, but that was about it. I think that you should be able to pick movesets from in-game characters. Like, if I want my character to have the fight like Goku, I should be able to go over and apply Goku's moveset to my character. Same thing, guys like Vegeta, the android, Cell. If I want Cell's moveset, I know Cell has like a really cool combo, right? If I want my character to do that, he should be able to. So I want to be all the characters from the game's movesets to be available, to be applied to your character, which would be really, really cool. They also have those, the generic ones as well, and have more of those too. I want to see more generic movesets in there just for us to look at. And then you also be able to pick movesets from the characters already in the game. That should be something that they're really thinking about in Xenoverse 2. Oh, and in case you guys were confused on what I meant when I say movesets, I'm thinking in WWE game terms. I mean like fighting styles. So like Goku's fighting style, Vegeta's fighting style that's in the game already. I want to be able to apply that to my character. Alright guys, that is majority of the things I want to see addressed in Xenoverse 2. I'm pretty sure there's more things that I'm not really thinking about right now that I will want to be addressed, but that's the gist of it. And hopefully a lot of this stuff gets addressed by time the game is released in late October. But until then, you just gotta wait for more information to come out. But if you enjoyed this video, please smash that like button below. And if there's anything you want to see addressed in Xenoverse 2, let me know in the comments below. But until then guys, comment, rate, and also subscribe. And I'll see you down the road. Peace. Stay gold.